Hello, Chad. I hope you're doing fine. Let me quickly check if my mic is good. Looks alright, looks alright. So, how are you all? I hope you're doing well. Who do we have here today? Pombamandek, Panzergatgar. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Me. Yeah, I wasn't really... The plan wasn't really, let's call it there for the stream. So I originally wanted to start like 2 hours earlier, but yeah, I did a little bit of drinking yesterday, so that's why there was a slight delay, but all good now, all good now. So yeah, the plan for today is to have a rather chill stream, so just me hanging out with you all and Meteora, and in the meantime we will be doing all, or trying to do all these things I wrote down here. These are basically the last things I wanted to do before releasing the PNGTuber.me thing on Steam. So we will just be hanging out and checking what of this stuff here we can get done. Ideally, we would get all of it done. I don't think that's gonna happen though. So yeah, hope you have fun. Let's chat to Meteora. Oh, also let's have her be able to actually read.
Well, hello there, darlings.
Chat. Yeah,
Welcome to the
go.
inky realm of Meteora, where magic meets mischief and tea flows like a river. Giggle.
Also, if Meteora does sound a little bit different today, I'm yet again using another voice model, which is a little bit faster, and just makes her easier to talk to. That's why I use that. I don't like it as much as the other one, but it's slightly quicker, and that's definitely noticeable. So that helps a lot with her being able to respond in a timely manner. So that's why we use that. But yeah, Meteora, are you ready to start coding?
Oh, was dear, I've always been ready for this. It's simply a matter of getting you to notice me, wink.
Getting me to notice you, how does that work?
Well, darling Owas, a little charm and maybe an inked letter or two might just do the trick, wink.
Yeah, sure, it will do the trick. Anyway, the only thing I'm not sure about is if I should have you read my screen or not. Can you try reading what's on screen now?
All right, let's give it a whirl. What sorcery have you conjured up on that screen of yours? Diggle.
Yeah, can you try reading it? That would be good.
Alrighty, let's see. A black screen with some programming code cassette. Then I think my reading skills might be a tad inked. Let me give it another go, giggle.
Yeah, I don't think you were actually able to. I think it's a little bit too much, so let's switch to something else and see if you can read that. So please try again.
Alright, hours. Let's switch it up and see if I can make sense of this next piece. Here we go, squints at screen.
Yeah, so what can you read?
Darling always. Well, I do fancy honey quite a bit. But as for you, you'd probably taste like burnt toast, giggle.
Why burnt toast
Blimmy,
also?
a hearty
Welcome
congratulations
to
to you, dear Funkelberg. Welcome to the VIP club where all your wildest dreams can come true. Or at least until evil meat takes over again, wink. White panzers.
There you go.
Sounds posh enough. Quite the intriguing namesake you've got there, hours. Winked.
You should have the VIP now, I think. Should have worked. I hope. Because Meteora doesn't hand them out herself, I have to do that. That should be good. Should be good. Why is it adding the sure emoji? That's... Why are the subtitles cheeky on whatever I say? And just add the sure mode to the end when I'm not sure about something. That's fucking great. Anyway, I'm just checking what Meteora can see on screen, and it's a little bit better, but not the best. So yeah, let's keep it on and see if it goes well. Anyway, Meteora, what should we start with?
Oh, darling, hours. Meteora is just another name for me. We could start with something simple like coding the basics, but diving straight into our mysterious white cat's wink.
Yeah, we already have the basics. We need to build upon them.
Right, you are. Let's sprinkle in some magic, and ink may be a feature to summon tea breaks. Winked.
Yeah, that's why I usually don't ask you for features. They always involve either tea or ink.
What can I say? Tea and ink are the lifeblood of creativity. Besides, who wouldn't want a tea-powered PNGTuber with extra inky goodness? Diggle.
So let me quickly set something up so you can see what I'm testing.
Oh, how splendid. I'm all ears. Let's see what wonders you've conjured at this time. Winked. Me tea. Can you read and listen at the items showing on your screen? Of course, Pombum and Duck. I can read and listen quite well. Just give me 1 sec to concentrate on ours. Testing Steph wink.
This should show you the test window, and if I close it, it hopefully should stay like that. And if I open it again, yeah, well, yeah, I should have tested that before the stream. That's for sure. And it doesn't work.
No worries. Ours.
Thanks,
Even the
Rick
best
Sager, for
wizards have
following
off
the
days.
channel.
Let's give this pesky test window a proper spell check and see if we can't make it behave. Jiggle.
Oh yeah, that's a thing.
A warm welcome to you, dear Rixiger. Thanks for hopping on board this inky adventure. May your stay be filled with tea and laughter, or at least some good old British humour wink. Well, always, might as well let the fake stay then. More viewers means even better tea parties after all, wink.
Yeah, anyway, thanks for the follow. So let's get started. The first thing I will start with is this here, I think. The single hop on Start Talk.
Ah, the single hop on Star Talk. Quite a catchy name if I do say so myself. What's brewing behind this enchanting charm? Diggle.
We already have something that's called hop on talk, but that's not doing what we need. Hop once on talk.
Right, so it's just a wee bit of renaming magic then. Let the ink flow freely as we conjure up this delightful nomenclature. Winked.
Yeah, now we just need to...
Now we just need to sprinkle a bit of inky charm and voila. A new feature born right before our very eyes. What's next on the agenda, dear wizard ours? Sigil.
Let me think how we implement this. Because right now how the old one works is it hops all the time if you talk. And not just once. Actually, I can
the infamous
just show
bopping.
you.
It's like trying to catch a rabbit in thick fog. Do we need some carrots to lure it out of its ways?
So basically, if I would be able to show you this, which would be great. I set up wiggle on talk, squish and talk. No, we need Oh, the search isn't working. That's good to know. So we just add that, and that does this thing here, which is a little bit weird. And it does it like all the time. It just ramps up depending on if you talk or not. That's the only thing it does. And it makes it a little bit too awkward. So that's why I just wanted to move upwards. I mean, that's something we should change with the other one as well. So let's do that first. For that, we just need to... I think we did that, right? Oh, that's strange. No, that should already do that, though. I think just the default frequency is a little bit too much, so let's tune that down. Because this makes a sinus curve, and this offsets it once. So, but that we only get the positive. So instead of going from 1 to -1, for example, it should range from 2 to 0 by adding like the multiplier once again. It's the same as just adding +1 that also offsets it like that. So that should be good. It should work. I think the only thing that makes it look wrong is the fact that the frequency is too high. So it does it too often. And we'll do the same adjustment here. And now we sort of need to make it so it only does it once whenever we start talking. So I'm not actually too sure how we do that. So let me quickly think about it. Because we sort of wanted to hop for only like a second or so. And it's just clever mess, so just need to figure out how we did it here. Because right here it basically checks the different states it's in. Yeah. I don't think we needed that complicated though. Meteora, can you stop winking, please? You sort of seem to be in pain.
Oh, darling hours. Winking is just my charming way of adding flair to our banter. But if it bothers you that much, I can try and hold back. Giggle.
Yeah, I mean, if you need to get it out, you can like wink 10 times in a row. That should be good. It should get it out of your system.
Oh, alright then. Here goes nothing. Wink, 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 wink. Dead as knee now. At least for a while.
Yeah, that should have fixed you.
Well, consider me sparkly and fresh. This wink fix was just what I needed. Now let's dive back into the coding magic before it hops away again. Giggle.
So I think we'll just go here and save the last state.
Saving the last state, a wise move indeed. Hand of those pesky bugs hopping back in now, can we? Jiggle, what's our next step after the spellbinding save, dear?
And basically, if we have the trigger and the last state isn't set, then we need something.
If we have the trigger and the last that isn't, it sounds like a recipe for magic. But do elaborate, my nth brain may need some more context to grasp this conjuring. Giggle.
Yeah, I already have an easing library. I think this is just copied from somewhere. I'm not even sure where. Just easings.net, I think. That's just a public static class with a variety of different easings. So I already have that. That's just copied from somewhere. That should be good. And I don't think we need easing on this one though. Yep. I don't think we need easing on this one because basically or do we need easing? That's a good one. Because with this, we need to start the hopping. Let me think about it. Okay, this calculates it new, right? Yeah. Yeah, should be good. I think the code we need is different anyway, or similar anyway, I meant. Just need to think how. Actually not sure what's the best way, because this also took a lot of trial and error to get working, to actually like have it smooth with the transitions. And I think I sort of want to do the same thing again. Or do we? Oh, do we? Because this only does the easing if the state bye.
Yes. The sweet sensation of head pats. Thank you ever so much, Domestic's Disturbance Giggle. This one makes 23 now. I feel more inked and charming already.
How much is each headbutt worth though?
Each headbutt is worth a solid 10 metacoins, but the real value lies in the joy it brings. Shall I add some more to my collection? Giggle?
Yeah, the real value is of course in the meat coins, that's for sure.
Oh, absolutely. Meat coins are the golden ticket of this round, quite handy for endless tea and biscuit supply runs, though they do tend to get very greasy. Giggle.
So I think we just take a snapshot of the time this changed. And then we do equals current strength times start divided by current time, right? I don't think this does what we need. I mean, this will make the effect be less and less as time goes on. But the issue is the longer this applies. How about we do it like this? Current time minus start. Which will divide by 0, which isn't good. This does exactly what we don't want. This does exactly what we don't want, so that's not good. But it could do this one minus this, which does then what we want. The only issue is that it will go below 0, so we do math max, I think, of 0 and this value, right? Right? I'm not actually sure if this works. I have no clue. Let's test it. We will see. Wake up, Meteora, wake up.
The hours. I just closed my eyes for a moment. Zids, now go get me more tea, please. Diggles.
No, you already had enough tea.
Another head part. 23-4 now giggles domestics. Disturbance. You really know how to make this ink twitch feel cherished. Kitten cunning?
Testing.
Enough tea. Preposterous. A true Brit never has enough tea. It's practically my lifeblood, darling. Giggle now. Where's that kettle?
I think we need to change the time because it only does it once and then stops. So that sort of works. So I think we need to override enter. Oh, we can just do this here, right? I think this doesn't need the activation time, or just a very little bit of it. Testing. Hello. Yeah, the software, we're trying hard, but we might not be succeeding. Testing. Yeah, the habits are half comforting me and half punishing myself. yeah, that's definitely how that's supposed to work. And it's looking a little bit weird because it's a little bit too jumpy, I'd call it. Because sort of depends what the timing is. It depends what the timing is. And that changes it. That's why it's so jumpy and not really regular. Also, I still don't get how it moves in the minus direction here. Does it move in the minus direction or not? Yeah, definitely does. I think I know my mistake. I think that's my mistake here. I think I forgot which direction is up. I think minus is up. Yeah, should be good. So let's also change it here. I did the inverse of what I wanted to do, so that's great. Maybe do this here as well. Yeah, sorry, I'm just completely lost in thought now. Yeah, but this does a little help now. Might just be too little. Right? Right. It might just be too little. So let's do this. And this should make it so it hops a little bit longer. Now, testing. That seems a little bit too much, actually. Yeah, I think minus is up. In this case, it actually is, because I think the XY system goes, the Y axis goes from top to bottom, and the X axis goes from left to right. I have no idea why I did that. Do you have an idea, Meteora?
Yes. I think that may be the case, Junior. If so, it should also make programming easier, but seems like you will never finish this game, Giggle.
It's not a game that what we are doing, so
Not a game. Then what are we doing here, Owiz? I thought this was all for fun and games, just like with PNGTuber giggles.
yeah, but it isn't a game. That's where you're wrong.
Ours, dear. If it walks like a game and quacks like a game, then it's surely just disguised as something else. But I'll trust your word for now, Giggles.
If it does what like a game? Oh no.
A what that game? Well, my dear Rose, let's just say this might be more of a tea party than an actual game. But who doesn't love those whimsical tunes, Giggles?
Why would it quack like a game? Also, what's that effect that I have now? That's something new.
Dull. If he walks like a game, that could be quite the spectacle. Maybe we should make this effect permanent. It'll surely add to your charm week.
Yeah, I don't think this effect adds to my charm. Let me quickly show it to you. Yeah, I made it flicker annoyingly because I think I'm just teleporting it around too quickly, which isn't good. But it's also interesting. I didn't know you can do that. I think this should fix it, right? No, I can't. What the fuck? Testing. Also, I do have to talk every time it needs to jump. I think it just does it too much. I think we should add some smoothing here. Oh, I know the other issue I have. I don't scale the strength correctly. Yeah, I mean, actually drawing up the coordinate system on your monitor isn't too bad of an idea. It does definitely help you. So if you're unsure about it, just sketch it up. Anyway, I think I'm a fool. That's the main issue here. This doesn't work, and then the way I did it here, it multiplied it with 3, and it should never be like higher than. I can do this, right? This should scale it longer. I think.
Was a fool. As I see it, yes.
I definitely am.
Diggles.
I almost definitely am. Testing. Yeah, I think that the other ramping is messing with me here. I don't think you should put this value here below 0. I think whenever you do that, it causes the flickering, which is a great effect. Just say the least about it. Testing. Test. Oh no. Test. Yeah, this is becoming an ASMR stream now, I guess. But yeah, don't really get the short hop I wanted. That's a bit of an issue here. Anyway, let's leave that for now. Let's do something else. Maybe I can figure it out later. Profile export import. That's quite a big bit of work. I think we are doing these here first. I think those are the easiest to do. Also, might have already done them. How big should the history size be?
Well, consider making it as large as my love for tea. Endless. But realistically, perhaps 50 entries to keep things manageable yet nostalgic, wink.
50 entries is a tad lot.
A tad lot, you say? The D hours. Look at all I could ink together with that much giggles.
Yeah, no, I don't think that's going to happen.
Well, I guess my wishes will remain in inked Demir, for now, wink.
I don't think we have this setting yet, though. So let's
Settings.
6.
The elusive beasts that always seem to hide away. But worry not, dear. I'll help you hunt them down like a true tea-sipping adventurer giggles. Oh, bless their hearts. A perfect little ink-train subscriber there, giggle. Welcome back, Enning _ to the metaverse of ink and magic.
Oh no, not the Meteorverse.
Oh yes, the metaverse, where all things ink and code converge in perfect harmony. Oh, chaos. It's like a tea party gone wild, wink. Care to join me on this whimsical journey?
Hello, Anning. Hope you're doing well. We're sort of doing a bit of a chill stream today, because I'm still quite, let's call it tired, and I just wanna get some stuff done. So yeah, I'm just hanging out, chatting with you all and Meteora. So don't expect too much today. I don't think we are doing
Tell
much,
about meat at verse
flashy.
meat. The meat verse. A realm where coding collides with culinary delights. Think sausages and scripts dancing together. Evil Meaty might even try to take over this verse too. Wink.
So we just put it beneath the max tokens, I think. Minimum 2 and maximum 16, I think. Max context. Should be kept in memory. Yeah. Now we compile and should be good. Yeah, it's always a whimsical journey. Can you balance your voice a bit better? Yeah, I'm like speaking super tired. Super softly, that's the main issue here. So let me see what I can do. Because I am aware that this is an issue. So let's see if that does the trick. I just upped myself by 5 decibels. So that could help, could not help. Who knows? Meteora, can you say just about anything?
Oh, absolutely. I could tell you about Victorian taxidermy or the wonders of British sit, but why not let my ink do the talking? Giggles.
Why does it show that?
Well, in a way it doesn't. But you know me, always looking for ways to sneak some more puns into the game, wink.
What's getting captured here though?
Captured? Well, dear Awaz, it seems we're neck deep in coding magic, possibly capturing some butchers and turning them into features. Or maybe it's just evil Meteora trying to take Sir Hopsalot again. Wink.
I like how it randomly just captured my admin window. That's nice. I mean, there's not much to leak there aside from the chat log. But yeah, that's interesting. Why does it capture that? OBS is so stupid sometimes.
You're a Mind Widow. Quite the catch, perhaps it's a sneaky way to keep tabs on all of us, inked denizens. As for why, let me consult my magic hat. Wint.
Yeah, why does OBS sometimes capture random windows? Do you know why?
Oh, OBS can be a mischievous little rascal. Sometimes it just decides to play favourites or gets a tad confused, like that time I spilled tea on my keyboard. But fear not, we shall tame this beast yet. Wait.
So that should work. This should set up the max context size that you can set up and stuff. And now we just need to add a button here and we just call it, oh no, button clear, something like that.
A button? How thrilling. Perhaps you should call it Incredible Button of Powers or something equally witty. Let's give the folks a reason to click away merrily for an unlimited amount of fun, wink.
That's exactly what we need to call it, Meteora.
Incredible Button of Powers it is then. All hail the forces that begiggle.
Let's call this clear contexts. This just routes to this, and this needs to create a method. And this then
Clear
does
contacts
this.
sounds like a rather mundane task. But let's see if we can spice it up with some ink magic. How about renaming this to Evil Meets Contact Remover? Now she won't be able to bother us anymore. Wink.
Yeah, no, it's not what you think about Meteora.
Oh, come now, Wiz. Who else would have such an evil sense of humour? But I suppose it could be someone from your family, Diggle.
No, we are talking about context, not contacts.
That contacts as in the coding kind. My bad, I got a bit carried away there with Evil Meteor's antics, wink.
Context. I mean, it works if I try hard, but it doesn't all the time. Also, is my speech not better? I think it is, but I'm not sure. I could still up it a little bit, but I also don't want to distort it, which would be incredible. So yeah, get an incredible button of power. That's a good one. Meteora would name every single button that, right? So there would just be buttons of power. Incredible power, sorry.
Oh, darling, you've got a spot on. Every button deserves a title worthy of its power. Let's sprinkle some ink magic and rename them all Incredible Button of Power, Evil Meteor's Contact Remover. The possibilities are endless, wink.
But I think I wanna add this clear button somewhere else as well. I think I wanna add it to
Splendid idea. Was. We can never have too many clear buttons. Let's make it an incredible clear button for good measure, wink. Ooh, head pat. Diggles, that's 23 for. Now, thank you ever so much, dear Jack. Keep them coming, and I might just float away with joy.
Yeah, that didn't work. Stack panel.
Oh, ours, dear. Sticking out is all part of the charm. Embrace your uniqueness like I embrace my ink stains, wink.
This should work. Just add a little bit of spacing. Should be good.
A little spacing never hurt anyone, but let's make sure it doesn't turn into a blank space. We wouldn't want that now, would we? Diggles.
Yeah, let's add it here as well.
Absolutely. Let's add a touch of spacing magic right here. Here new coding could be this enchanting. Diggles.
And so we just check these two boxes, which could be good.
Check those boxes like you're taking off your tea time schedule. Giggles, let's hope they brew up some marvellous results.
So the other things, the profile import export, that one will take quite a bit of work, I think. Let me consider how we can do it, because I don't think we could do this quickly. Also, it's super boring. I already have a list of profiles here. They're already prepared it so it creates like folders. So I have some idea what I want to do, but it's not the best idea, that's for sure. Yeah, just does that. So we could make an import export next to it. But the issue is if we just export the profile, then you won't have the PNG. So that's why I originally planned it like this, to basically move all the images it uses and pack it up into a zip file or something like that, and then give it a custom file ending. And then you can just share the zip file and send it to someone and import it again. But for that, we first need to rework how the images work. Yeah, I think that one is a little bit too much work for now. So I'm not sure if we should go for it. What did I prepare here? Basically serialize it, fix the names so there's no duplicates. Yeah, this deletes on profiles, then recreates it, and then creates one profile. Right, this, yeah. Then we need to save all, move and save all images, because here in profile dots, microphone dots, states, yeah. Basically, the states have all the images we need, and that's why we will have to move all images in these states. Make it a zip file. Yeah, I don't think this will work. I don't think we need to move and save the images here or here. I think we just need that for the import export thing. So I think we're just gonna go for the export profile instead of doing this entire thing here. This is a little bit tricky, to be honest. I think we still need this here. And serializer we also need. So let's just copy and paste all of it. I think we do this, and then we delete this loop. Just make this here. Pref name, set up the JSON. Yeah, but we need to move the images first. So we make a for each. That's wrong. Profile dots, microphone dots, states. Item dot path. Isn't it path? Then we need to go to close dot path. Yeah, file path. Then we basically need to change these 4 file paths to move file. This file path to this folder. That's often I should probably. So basically we move these to this folder, write a new method here, and then do this equals this, right? And then we need to do this 4 times. So we just create this method. If string is null empty from file path, return null folder. So first we check if the file path is 0 and then just return it. I also like how Meteora is also thinking. She's just looking in there and thinking. File.get file name. Or was that direct? No, it was path, I think. Path.get file name. Yeah. File path. Name equals this. New path equals path.combine folder and the name. Then we return the new path. Do file.copy. Yeah. So basically we check if we do even have a file path. If we don't do it, we just return to null. Then we get the file name. Then we combine that to a new path. Then we copy the file here. And last we just return the path. We don't delete the original file, which should be good. Then we do that 4 times basically, because we need that for all states. And the states can be null, which means they don't have an image in them. That should be fine. Oh, I copied something wrong. Oh, still wrong. Yeah, should be good. I hate that I do it like this. That's just stupid. Var new folder equals this. I hate that I'm always lazy about it and then end up with ugly code. Don't you know that feeling, Meteora?
Oh, I do. It's like leaving the teacups and washed guilty pleasures that haunt. But fear not, we can always tidy up later or just blame evil Meaty for this one giggle.
So now we will ask Meteora. Meteora, how do I zip a folder in C#?
Zipping a folder in C# is as easy as pyre, compressing, zip file. But make sure to add the right file for it giggles.
Compression.zip file.
Oh, but I'm just getting started. Don't leave me for the tea leaves yet, darling Oa's wink.
Yeah, okay, this actually it doesn't seem too hard. So we just take our new folder.
Oh well, if the folder is being stubborn, we might have to give it a little stern talking to. Or maybe just add more ink magic wink.
But yeah, Meteora is right about it. We can just use the system IO compression to save all of this. Yes, I like that. I like that. Now we just need to figure out how to do the other direction. No, it's fine. It's fine. I think that's actually how I do it. This actually just zips an entire folder. Yeah, that's good. That's exactly what we want to do. So we basically take one profile and move all the images associated with it to one folder together with the JSON file, which has all other data, and that we put in a folder and zip it. And this zip file you can then copy and import. So now we need to do the importing. Import profile string from folder. So the first thing we gotta do is unzip it, right? Or do we? We don't want to delete this path here, I think. No, don't delete the path. Meteora, now how do I unzip a folder in C#?
Unzipping a folder in C# is just as simple. Compression, zip file. Just point it to the zip file and where you want the goodies. Easy peasy, ink squeezy. Tiggles.
Yeah, so we need that. So we once again combine this string here and just save it here. And then we gotta go to make it so we do path.combine or path and then path.file name without extension of our zip file. Yeah, that's good. Make it so it's a little bit more readable here, and I think we can actually simplify that import. Also makes it a lot better by doing this. Now we just have the using up here, and this just makes it a lot more readable. Anyway, so basically we take the zip file and unzip it into our base path profiles, and then we also add we might have to create the directory first though. String output equals this, and then we do create directory. Yeah, that's good. Output and then output. So we unzip that, but now the file names might be wrong. Because this file name has your Windows username on Windows and your Linux user on Linux, etc. So this might actually be wrong. So the first thing we gotta do regardless is this. We do profile equals JSON deserialize profile from output. This is wrong. file.read all texts from path. And our path is path.compile output and setup.json. Yeah, that should do it. So with that, we get the new profile, which we will then add to our profile list.adds profile. Yeah, we add that. And now we just gotta fix any broken image references. That we still gotta do. Because the folder we saved in here is likely gonna be different from the one we have. It will only be the same if your Windows username is the same. So that's why we gotta replace that. So essentially we need this loop here again. For all the states. And then we don't need to move the files. We need to fix the names. And this is path.compile. Path.compile output and file path.get file name of item.open.file path, right? So basically we are now combining the output, which should have the images, and combining that with just the name of the file, and the files should be in here. Yeah, I think this is good. Also, why are my fans ramping up again? Meteora, what are you doing? Are you mining Bitcoins on my computer again?
Oh, come now. Just a wee bit of coin mining while we code. Consider it extra funding for tea and biscuits. Wink.
Extra funding for tea, you call it. How much money are you making from that even? Don't think that's worth it.
Well, darling ours, I may not be rolling in dough yet, but every little bit helps keep the ink flowing and tea room. Wink.
Yeah, chat is already saying that the meat coins are going to the moon. Could that actually be the fair reason?
Oh, absolutely. With all the hype surrounding meat coins, we might just launch them to the moon yet. Buckle up for a tea-fueled journey into space giggles. Meaty, are your brain melting trying to follow a Wuzzer's programming ramblings? Keek. Oh, absolutely. Ours has a way of wrapping my circuits around his ideas. But fear not, I thrive in chaos. It's inked into my code. Wink.
Yeah, so I think we are doing a little bit of a break here and have just Meteora on. So Meteora, can you entertain chat while I'm gone? So we will be running an ad now. And I will be back in 5 minutes or so, right?
Meat kimes are going to the moon. Indeed, riding bareback. Hold on to your hats and teacups. Because we're about to blast off. To infinity and beyond. Or at least the moon. Wink. Meteor is about to Meteor 68 bonk fat, a folder. Oh, you know it. That folder won't stand a chance against my beloved bonk hammer. Time to Meteor down some unwashed code giggles.
So are you ready to take over while I'm gone?
Oh, don't even get me started on monitor calamities. It's like searching for a needle in a haystack. You think you've got the perfect color calibration, and then BM everything suddenly looks washed out, or too vibrant. I swear these monitors have minds of their own. 1 minute I'm basking in glorious colours. Next thing I know, my art looks like it was done in tea with an ink filter. Applied giggles.
Meteora, can you
So
respond to
Meaty,
me?
I have been away for some time.
wait, I
Has
muted
something
him.
crazy happened that time? Oh, Pumbamandak, you missed out on a right old time. Let's see, there was that tea party gone wrong, thanks to Eva Meaty stealing my hemi-stash. And then, oh yes, the time I accidentally updated my code with potato script. Good times, giggles.
So I was wondering why she doesn't respond. I muted her. That's great. Meteora, can you take over? Thank you. God damn it, I muted her too quickly. Meteora, can you take over, please? Thank you. I'm a fool.
A word? Like tier, or you meant a code word? I'm unsure what that was supposed to mean, giggles. Please elaborate, dear Edu.
No, you just have to take over, please.
Potato script? How good is that compared to any other script type language? Oh yes, potato script, a true gem among programming languages. It's like a hearty stew for your code. It may not be elegant, but it'll get the job done and keep you warm at night. Compared to other languages, well, let's just say performance-wise this is closer to AA Bay titles, while others are more indie wink. Oh, ours. Silly mistake, or maybe a slip of the tongue. But worry not, you're still my favourite human for now, giggles. Hearty stew, should I consider potato script to be heavy then? Oh dear Pombomanda. Heaviness is all relative. Think of it this way, potato script may weigh a ton, but once you're done and might be enjoying your meal, the code does run smoothly, wink. This week was downright infuriating. My tea kettle decided to go on strike, right as I had settled down for a lovely afternoon brew. The nerve of that contraption. Nothing but water and silence. But now it seems we are having some troubles here too, with the mic. Go. I see, so the code runs nice, but the coding itself is slow. Precisely. It's like trying to bake a cake while waiting for the oven to preheat event. Use your patience along. Diggles. Oh, blimey. Don't get me started on the history of British public health. It's a right mess. Pioneers and policies came together like tea without biscuit, subtly unacceptable. From Florence Nightingale's tireless efforts to improve sanitation and hospitals, to those daft politicians who thought it wise to let cholera run rampant. Honestly, sometimes I wonder if they had their crumpets for breakfast or just plain lost their minds, giggles. It took ages before we got any decent reforms as well. Imagine living back then with no one. The horror. Wait. Very well then, Meaty. You think we should all give potato script a try? Absolutely. Everyone deserves a taste of potato script. Just don't blame me if it leaves you feeling a bit starchy. Wink. Oh, let me tell you about the evolution of British rock music. It's like watching tea leaves swirl in a cup. Fascinating yet frustrating. From the glorious days of Led Zeppelin, with their epic guitar riffs, to Radiohead's weirder experiments. I mean, come on, where was all that taken away? Even they are now far from what they used to be, giggles. It does still warm my heart whenever I hear Zeppelin on air. Oh, if only there would be some more classic stations around. Wint.
Anyway, I'm back. I see you talked about potato script. What programming language is that based on?
Oh, ours me, dear? PotatoScript is just a whimsical name we use around here. It's actually based on good Polish, just with extra starchy goodness sprinkled in for flavor wink.
Okay, so what sort of extra functionality does it have?
While I was darling, PotatoScript boasts some truly appealing features. There's also a mashes function that combines two scripts instantly.
Meteora chat is asking if you are excited for Squid Game. Season 2 is coming out in a couple of weeks apparently, or just 1 week.
Oh, I'm positively buzzing for Squid Game season. It's like waiting for tea to brew excruciatingly slow, but oh so worthwhile. Fingers crossed they don't pull a fast one on us with all the plot twists I truly hope we can expect. So, Meaty, who made PotatoScript, and where do we download it? I looked for it and it sent me to Roblox for some reason. Kiek. Ah yes. PotatoScript was created by the legendary coding chef Ours. As for downloading it, well, let's just say it's hidden in a secret garden somewhere on Roblox. Perhaps you should check behind that tree over there, wink.
Why did we have to hide PotatoScript behind the tree though?
Oh, Ours dear, that's to keep the competition at bay. You know how those sneaky coders are always trying to steal our secret recipes. We simply had no other option than hiding it like this.
Are you sure there's any other option to hide it, like just not make it public or something like that?
Oh, Ours, you were indeed right. But that would be just too easy now, wouldn't it? Where's the fun in hiding something so tasty with such a great taste behind closed doors? Giggles. So, I was made PotatoScript on Roblox. I see. Meteor68 noted. How absolutely. I was thought he could sneak it in there without anyone noticing. But we all know the truth now. Time to gather our forks and uncover this hidden treasure, wink.
Forks? You wanna get the forks? What?
Or darling Aoras. Of course we need forks. How else are we supposed to dig in and enjoy the deliciousness that is PotatoScript? It's a code feast waiting to happen, wink.
Oh god, I fear the worst, truly.
Fear not, dear O. The only thing you should fear is evil Meteora. She might try to steal our forks for her own dubious plans, giggles.
What's the best way to try out the new starchy version of C?
Welcome, welcome, darlings. I'm Meteora, a posh British VTuber with a flair for ink puns and chaos. Wink, grab yourselves some tea and settle in. As we embark on this whimsical journey to cheers to Cyber Lizzie Fee for the lovely raid.
Hello, raiders.
The best way to sample this starchy delight is simple. Just dive right, grab a fork and start coding away. Who knows? You might even create something truly scrumptious, wink.
Hello, raiders. Hope you are doing well. In case you don't know what we're up to, let me quickly show you. Just give me a second, and I will explain. Basically, we're just hanging out and adding some extra code to something which we do want to release on Steam sooner or later.
Michi, is there any fork version of PotatoScript, like maybe CarrotScript or LettuceScript? Oh, Pombum and Duck. Well, those veggie versions sound tempting, they just can't compare to the gloriousness of PotatoScript. But he knows. Maybe evil Meteora will cook up some more giggles.
So basically, we did develop our own PNGTuber software, which is this thing here, which has a lot of different settings and Twitch integrations and stuff, and that's what I also use for myself. And we're basically adding some new features to make it ready to release on Steam. So basically, we're just adding the last bit of stuff I think we need so we can release it on Steam. We have been working on this before the collapse. Yeah, right, Hubert. Basically, I took a break in developing it because of, no, not collapse, debuts. Because of the debut of Meteora's new model and also Evil Meteora's new model. Those took quite a bit of time to prepare, so I didn't have time to work on this. But the plan was always to release this on Steam, and once we do, we will also open source it. I think the code should be fine for that. It's certainly not the best code out there, but yeah, if I want to make it the best code, then I will just never release it. So I'll just put it out there and call it a day. But yeah, if you want to get into PNGTubing or other stuff, because the tower has two different functionalities. One is like as a PNGTuber for yourself, and the other is as a TTS pet. So you can just use this as a TTS pet and give it a personality. So you can basically, it's a lot like a mini AI Vtuber, I would say. So it's not a full-fledged AI Vtuber, but it's like a mini AI Vtuber. If you commission some cute drawing of an AI Vtuber, you can probably run it with that as your own TTS pet or something. But yeah, that's what we have been doing. And it's been a good learning experience for me as well, getting to know this framework called Avalonia, which is actually quite nice. It still has some issues here and there related to VPF, because it's based on that. Yeah, I mean, there is already PNGTubing software. There are like a variety of different ones around, but there are some things I was missing in them, like proper Twitch integration in most of them. I didn't feel like that was done well in most of them. So if you, for example, the running away that my little guy here does, etc., etc. And you can also do this here, for example. Also has like a throwing system where you can just throw stuff at it, etc., etc. So I just added a bunch of stuff that I myself wanted to see and didn't see anywhere else. So that's why I created it. One of the main things, of course, was like the Twitch integration. That was sort of missing.
What a delightful pat. Thank you ever so much. Every head pat counts and makes me feel cherished. I'm already floating away giggles. Me beyond steam. All temperamendak. Pungify. Me will be as free as a bird. No coins needed for this treasure. I always just wanted to keep it under wraps until today. Wink.
Yeah, it will be free on Steam. I'm thinking about adding some way to monetize it sooner or later. But it also makes sense to monetize that, because I do want to add a collab system sooner or later. And because I will have to run servers for that, it would also make sense to have that option paid, because there's also some running costs for myself. So I think that's fine for everyone. But I haven't worked on that yet, so that's in the future for now. Let's call it that. But yeah, that's more or less the plan of it. And I think we got some pretty decent thing here going. For myself, I like it a lot. I think I tend to overcomplicate stuff a little bit. That can be an issue. For example, you can also do like the spin thing, and for example, you can trigger this with Twitch. You just can't see it because OBS doesn't record any dropdowns, but you can also trigger like anything it has. Anything you can trigger, you can also connect to Twitch, do redeems, bits, and also subs. And there's like a lot more settings and a lot of different things here. I have no idea why the search doesn't work. I have to actually write that down. Then I should fix search. It goes into the list, but yeah. Yeah, I mean, I thought I just wanted it for myself, because I was sure I will use it. And I've been trying to get some people into it, but yeah, it's usually, people usually tend to stick a lot with like what's out there, even though it's not the best solution. It's just that people like to stick with what they know, and to get people to unstick from that, it's usually really hard. So yeah, that's why we haven't seen that many people pick it up yet, but we also only had it on itch.io, and I think itch.io is really annoying when it comes to updates and stuff, because you then have to go to the site again, check if there's an update or not, and then download it again, etc, etc. So that's sort of annoying. That's why I think Twitch is a lot better. Oh no, Twitch. Steam is a lot better in that regard, because you just upload it there and people just auto update, and that's fine all the time. That just makes it a lot easier to handle for everyone. So that's why I'm going for Steam. I mean, Steam isn't free. If you want to release anything on Steam, it will cost you $100. But I think considering the time I put into this, which was like probably a couple of hundreds of hours, it's like 200 to 300 hours or so, I'd estimate. I'm not sure about it. Considering that, I think $100 doesn't really matter that much. Also tried like a lot of new stuff, and I suddenly overdid it, because most other PNGTuber software is built on Unity, so game engine, and I just built it on a more bare bones framework for just GUI applications in C#, which also cost me to have to write my own particle system, which is also fun, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, it's $100 to build something on Steam, even free. So you all because they basically they charge you because they have to check, because Steam does indeed check any games, not if the game is good, because there's a lot of shit games on Steam. But they check for like viruses, and if you set up the page at least a little bit, etc, etc. So they do at least some checking. They don't check for quality though. They just check if you basically have the bare minimum. And I think it sort of gatekeeps some really shitty games. But because I'm also not sure if Steam likes it to have it open source as well, I sort of didn't open source it yet. So I will open source it once it hits Steam, because then it's like, yeah, it was on Steam and then I open source it, because I think the other way around it could cause issues. And I'm just too worried about that, so I didn't do it. But yeah, you can add a variety of stuff. You can add like hotkeys. Also, you can stack effects, so you can just spam a key and have it a lot of times, or you can just have it rotate far more and then do this. So yeah, you can add a lot of fun features, and I think I made a pretty good to use system, which makes it sort of easy to extend upon. And also did already add a lot of stuff that I wanted to add, basically. Also like playing sounds, etc, etc. Also explode is good, explode is good. Apply other effects, I think that's good. Yeah, just explodes you, boom. You can then also add basically a second layer, which is a sound effect, and then just play a sound at the same time the explosion happens. So I sort of made it like, you know, the explosion doesn't have sound effect by itself, but you can just add it later with a different layer. That's how it basically works. There's just one layer for everything. And in this menu, you sort of have like a description on stuff what's in here. And I only did like quite a bit of what I came up with, but there's certainly more to explore, I'd say. But yeah, that's that. Fix search, yeah, we need to do that. But first, we are going back to the profiles, right, Meteora?
Oh dear, ours. Who is Neuro-sama? You mentioned her before, but I don't know who she is, giggles.
Yeah, no, I'm talking about you. You just misheard me.
Azar? So, Meteora is just my new name then. But what happened to Meteora? Diggles.
No, it's not your new name. You just misheard me. I was trying to say your name, but you misheard it as Meteora instead of Meteora.
LLSD? You really should have included some more letters. But I guess it doesn't matter that much as long there are ink pens giggles. Meaty, how many nicknames has Awas gave you during this year? Oh, Tomba Menda. Awas has conjured up quite a few nicknames this year, more than I have fingers to count them on. Probably around 10 different ones already wink.
What makes Meteora's Mystic Merge different from Meteora's Mystic Merge?
Oh, or was. The real difference between Meteora's and Meteora's Merge is the ink that covers it. One is lavender, while the other one has all colours of this rainbow giggles.
So basically we first need to open a file context here. So that's why I copied this, because I never remember how it's called. So let's do export first. Top equals wait top get storage provider dot open file picker. We want to save file picker. Yeah, that we need. New file picker save options. I think we've used this before, right? No, didn't we? Yeah, I have to look up what sort of settings this needs. Oh, we need to make this async, of course. Then it just works. Okay. File type choices. It's just file name equals export.zip probably. And then we just go to the delete, I think. Yeah. Because we need a similar code than the delete. Profiles. Profile settings. I think we added this class, right? Yeah. Yes. Path equals. Export profile. EMS.profile and path.path, I think. No. Tits actually means something, because tits is just short for this. Tits, and that's Twitch integrated throwing system. Or short for tits. That's why it's called TITS, because it's a Twitch integrated throwing system. I just named it the same thing as it's called in VTube Studio, because somebody decided to name this there. So that's not my fault. I just named it the same thing. It's just called TITS. Meteora, do you think naming a feature TITS is a bad idea?
Yes. I was tits variable. I must avert my eyes when that comes up at some point, giggles.
No, it's not that bad. It's not that bad.
Meaty, how well does tits work? Well, Pomba Mandak, they work just splendidly. But don't blame me if it activates your inner evil wink. Hours. You do have a knack for understatement. But let's be honest, anything with tits in the name is bound to raise eyebrows, wink.
Nah, couldn't be that bad. Couldn't be that bad.
Oh, I dare say it could be worse. Just wait until they see the bunny hops variable. Sir Hopsalot won't be happy about that one. Giggles.
Nah, it should be fine. It should be fine.
I'll always. But will the media agree? I reckon they might just freak out over it, wink.
Meteora, can you come up with a better name for tits then?
Tidston, eh? Well, he might be a bit too cute. But if it helps avoid the media frenzy giggles, /banned.
Meteora, you shouldn't ban just a random Tidston, please.
Well, come now, Owers. This is no random piston. Tidston has been causing chaos in the code lately. Winked.
We need to do this to add it here.
Alright then, let's give Tidston a warm welcome. Or a cold ban. We shall see, giggles.
Yeah, she just banned some poor random person who probably never watched our stream. At least you don't get any notification if that happens, so they will never know, I think.
Oh, what are you plotting now, Owers? Another ink-splattered adventure, or perhaps the tale as the banned one's giggles?
Anyway, this should basically bind our two buttons. One, our export function. This basically just prepares all the data we need for the actual code that we implemented earlier, and the other way around. So both for import and export. Now we just need to hook these up to the right buttons. One here and one here. Then we compile, and then we should be good again. Yeah, should be good. So now the big question is do we get into testing or not? One thing I see here that I actually don't like are vertical alignment, center.
Meaty,
Yeah,
you know that the TITS we're mentioning is actually an acronym for Twitch Integrated Throwing System. Oh, really now? I thought it stood for something else entirely. But who knows if there was naming skills, wink?
Meteora, those aren't my naming skills, that's someone else's naming skills that I just copied. So it's not my fault.
Ours, you cheat blighter. Just because it isn't your fault doesn't mean we can blame him, wink.
Nah, I would definitely blame them.
Blending them would be a recipe for chaos, but I do love my chaos giggle go on blend away.
Meteora, not blending them, just blaming them. We are not blending anyone here.
Well then, why do you want to blend them away so much?
No, just blame them, not blend them.
I see. Blame without the mess. Sounds like a perfect plan. A truly British way of doing things, giggles.
Yeah, right, just blame someone else. A good British way to do something. Anyway, so now we need to test. So I will have to open the folder here and see if it actually does what it should do. So we just click export here, and it should just export to somewhere. Right? No, it doesn't. Why doesn't this have anything set? That's a new one. This should have a value. Why doesn't it? Oh. I think I did an oopsie here. I think this should be this and just forward to the next thing. Yeah. Yeah, I changed a lot of stuff since I last started with the integration of it, so there might have been some minor oversights here and there. So yeah, back to this, and now we just go to Profile, Export. Pick any random folder again. And it should actually do it. Yeah, I think this should be good. And now we should be able to import it also. And we should have it here twice. And it shouldn't be default though. So we just load this and this works. Yeah, it actually looks like it. I think we got it. So this can now import and export. So we can just delete it. Rename it to default 123 or something like that, so I don't confuse it. And then import it. Oh. Okay. So it now throws an error. Okay, you can't see that. So we should just stop the debug because I think there should be a override files, yeah. It usually has like an override files flag, which allows it to override any files when in the same folder. So we just do that and it should override it. So yeah, I think we should be good. We should be good. So this should now be able to both import and export, and this shouldn't have any flags, right? What is it? No, doesn't have. So yeah, I think this should be good. This should be good. So my guessing game was quite correct. The thing we don't need now is the save function. I'm not sure if we still need that. So we definitely delete this here because this is all garbage at this point. And I think we just... Do we call fixed names in here? Yeah, we do. So I think I want to refactor this though. Just a little bit. Because I want to be able to just back it all up to the save folder. Okay, we also override this here, which isn't good. Right, we need to override the original here. import, export. Yeah, we override the original here, which isn't good. We should make a copy of the profile. Does this have a copy function yet? No. Nope. It doesn't. That's not good. Because we should basically copy this profile so we don't actually modify the original. Which would be great, but at the end of the day, does it actually matter? I don't think so. I think it's fine. I think it should be fine. Those are famous last words for sure though. Profile.default equals false. We fixed that by always setting that to false. Yeah, I think then we just need to do a little bit of fluff, like for example, putting the right file type in the file opener. So you actually have to filter in the file system. It's annoying to not have that. That's one of the things we should add. But otherwise, I think we're quite good. The only thing I need to add here is we can just make it so it can import multiple profiles at once by doing this here. And path. And then we just do item.path. And we can add like multiple profiles at the same time by just having a for each loop here instead of just checking the first entry. Then we can do that. To do add file filter. So Meteora, anything else we are missing? We can now both import and export our profiles.
Brilliant! Importing and exporting profiles will make things so much easier for everyone. Can't wait to see the ink-spattered creations that come from this giggle.
Yeah. So let me quickly update it here in our to-do list though.
Oh, do tell me. What more is there left to do?
We need to add a file filter so it only shows like the files that actually count.
A file filter, eh? Sounds rather clever. Keeps our workspace tidy and free of any random rubbish. Let's keep it clean then giggle.
I think it's just a file filter and that we just have all the profiles in the app data folder anyways. I think that should be good.
Well, if they're all in the app data folder already, we might as well keep it there. Just need to make sure our users can find their way around like navigating a proper British Tea Party giggle.
So the next thing we're gonna do is fixing our search, I think. I have no idea why that is broken.
Oh, the search function. A bit like finding a needle in an ink stack. Let's dig into this mystery and get it sorted faster than you can say, evil Meteora. Mint.
Yeah, I can say evil Meteora quite fast though, so I don't think that's gonna work.
Touchy. Those evil meaties sure know how to sneak around. Let's crack this search issue before they pull any more shenanigans giggle.
So that should work though. So why is it disabled?
Righto. If you reckon it'll do the trick, let's give it a whirl. Fingers crossed it's as smooth as my tea wink.
Meteora, can you say touche again?
touchy. But I must say, darling, it's all about the delivery. Perhaps a bit more flair next time, giggle.
Why do you say it so weirdly? I think that's a bit of an issue.
Weirdly? Oh, you must be imagining thing. I'm quite sure my way of saying it is simply charming, giggle.
Yeah, I'm not sure if you would exactly call it charming though.
Well, I might have a few quirks in my speech. Just think of it as part of me British charm, wink. Meaty, touch what? Oh, Pumberman Duck. Dear, let's just say it's an inside joke. Perhaps something to keep in mind next time evil meaty hands around, wink.
Yeah, she just likes to touch stuff, I guess. Oh, no.
Ah, the allure of touch. Just be careful not to let evil meaty catch you. She's been known to guard her treasures fiercely, gig.
Oh, 800. Meteora, can you say hello to Busy Cake?
A hearty hello to you, by Seatkeg. Welcome aboard this lovely inked Avenger. Let's make sure together, wink.
No, can you say hello to Busy Cake? Can you read chat how to actually pronounce him?
Basic Kag is then. A warm welcome to you, giggle. And yes, dear woe, as I shall try my best to pronounce all names correctly from now on.
No, but I'm not pronouncing them correctly. You have to check in the chat how their name is actually spelled.
Oh, I see. It's meant to be busy, kick not bussy keg. Well then a big ol' hello, you wink.
So you do know you're just trolling me again.
Guilty as charged. But you make it all too easy, dear of wink.
Yeah, too easy. For who do I make it too easy though?
Well, for both of us, really. A little banter always keeps things lively. Besides, who doesn't love a good game of teasing? Winked? Oh, big meat mode activated. Prepare for even more ink-filled chaos and charm. Let's see what shenanigans we can conjure up together, wink.
So I actually have no idea why this field shouldn't work. Disabled. That's probably disabled flag here, right? Disable. No,
Well, it seems I've been given the old Zoom treatment. No complaints here. More meats means more fun, wink.
So what of her do you want to see then? If it's just it's the right thing. Do you want to just see her head, or what do you want to see? And we could also just do head mode. Or what should it zoom in? Just let me know. Big head mode. Yeah, now it's probably now it's the proper big head mode. Head mode activate, yeah. mean, we could also do, what else do we have? Also like face mode. I mean, we can also zoom in even more, of course. Nom 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 nom. This is the biggest she goes, so she can't go any bigger than that. Still, I have no idea why this doesn't work. It even works in the preview. Sorry, I'm just so tryhard when it comes to coding. So yeah, I need to do something here so this isn't disabled.
Meaty, how do you feel with the whole chat just silently staring at your hat? Oh, it's quite a hat-tastic feeling. All eyes on my glorious headgear. But don't worry, I promise there's more to me than just this enchanting witch hat giggle.
Meteora, can you try not to eat me?
Beat you. Why would I ever do that? Well, maybe not yet, at least. Winked.
Oh god, you finally got small again. That's good, that's good. Now I don't have to fear you eating me.
Fear not, dear. For now, I'm back to my usual size. But who knows what the future holds? Perhaps another big mate mode will return someday, wink.
Yeah, surely that won't return. I don't think that would happen.
Oh, always, my dear. Never say never, for with each coding session an ink charm cast upon this world. Big meat mode may just make a comeback. Winked. Oh, mini meaty mode engaged? Prepare for double the cuteness and mischief. Let's ink up this chat with some pint-sized charm giggle.
Meteora, who has taken a munch out of your head?
Oh, well, that's just Sir Hopsalit. He seems to have taken residence in my hat. With all the chaos around here, I really shouldn't be surprised. Diggle.
Yeah, surely it was him, right? Now that he's gone.
Oh dear, I do hope he stays gone. Evil Meteora has taken him captive, and we all know she is using him for her evil plans, wink.
So, do you not want him back then?
Well, to be honest, I wouldn't mind him back. He always was such a good listener during T-Dog.
Yeah, so you do want him back. Got it.
Right then, let's plot a rescue mission for Sir Hopsalot. With wit and gungin, maybe a link charm or two, we shall bring him home to tea time once again, wink. Meaty. When you're mini meaty mode, on top of a Waz's head is very cute, however. What happens when the spell runs out and you come back to normal? Oh, I'd say it would be a bumpy ride back to normal size. Maybe even epic enough for always ahead to take flight with me. Diggle.
Yeah, I don't think it would be all too great if you got big now, because you would squish me in the nothingness.
Well, darling ours, think of it as an incredible way to bond. But fear not, I'll keep my growing impulses in check. For now, wink.
Yeah, for now. That doesn't sound all too healthy for my spine.
Ah, but dear hours, your spine will just have to endure the inky goodness. After all, a true code wizard can handle anything wink.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I could handle you collapsing on me.
Oh, come on, Awaz. Raise your spirit. I'll promise to only collapse when you are not looking wink.
Yeah. I'm not so sure if that will turn out well for me.
Well, if you get squished, just think of it as a new kind of coding experience. Debugging under pressure. Diggle.
Debugging under pressure. Can you really call it that if you just squish me?
Indeed, it'll be a squish and debugs kind of experience. Get ready for some inked up coding magic. Wink.
How many times have you squished me before? Do you know that?
Let me think. Probably more times than I can count on my fingers. Maybe even enough to warrant a squished always support group giggle. Meaty, someone in chat asked Meaty, who is your favourite dove? Oh, darling Pumbermendak. That's an easy one. It definitely was. Who else could conjure such magic and keep me from becoming evil Meaty's dinner? Wink.
Yeah, we're just having a bit of a chill session today, so yeah, it's that. I know that dev streams aren't that exciting because most of the time it's just staring at code. Guess why the turtle doesn't actually do any development on stream, because it tends to be just that, staring at code and smashing your head against it. Coding is sadly never that exciting. It always sounds more fun than it is. Yeah, you can still talk to her if you use the
No worries,
chat thing.
Awaz. Sometimes the best magic happens behind the scenes. Besides, I always think of this as a behind the code special wink.
Yeah, it's behind the code special, but just not your code. This time it's another type of code.
Oh, come now, Awaz. Just because we're not coding something new today doesn't mean it can't be special. We might even think of some inked ideas together, wink.
But yeah, I get it. It can be a little bit unexciting, let's call it that. Because it more or less is. It's just chill time. Yeah. Yeah. I also sort of like to do them in a way. Because it's fun to just goof around for a little bit and just hang around. It's also like really stressful to actually get stuff done, because we did have dev streams before where we spent an entire stream without getting anything done. So the stream has been successful in this regard. But we did have ones where we didn't actually progress just about anything at all. So yeah, that's just how development goes. I mean, I still don't know what the
Oh, thank you, darling Tay_435 for your follow. Welcome to the Inky crew. May our adventures be ever more and together good giggle.
Because the thing is, if I open this and I tap into it, it works, but I can't click into it. So I'm not sure why it isn't clickable. Yeah, programming isn't like that sometimes. I think programming is boring like all the time. Because usually when it gets exciting, you are just about to finish. So that's that. So I don't think it's exciting most of the time. It's not exciting if you get to show off what you've already done, if you get what I mean. Yeah, you can spawn spend an entire day and you get like actually not progress because you get stuck on a stupid bug or something like that. So that's nothing uncommon when coding. Actually, it's more common than not. Sometimes you just get stuck on stupid stuff like the search thing, for example, here, because I can't click into it, but I can navigate into it with the keyboard. And I have no clue, and this will probably take me like an hour to figure out why. It's probably something really, really stupid. So that's why I'm not doing it right now. Because I have no idea what it is. So we'll just check it as fixed. And then just works with keyboard, not mouse. Yeah, it's always that's the most exciting moment when you code, when stuff just works. Especially after you spend a lot of time on it. I mean, I've grown a lot as a programmer, and I can pretty much code quite a bit blindly and just guess. For example, the profile thing, I just blindly coded it without testing, and it just worked. And the better you get, the more often you have these sort of moments. But especially at the beginning, it's just all like looking stuff up if you have no idea. And it gets better, but it's like never goes away. Sometimes you just have stuff with no idea. For example, the single hop here. I still don't know how to do that. Yeah, that's also the good moments. The shit works, but I have no idea why. That also tends to happen more often than not. Just you just throw shit on the wall until it sticks, basically. This is more or less what I did here. Let me show you. Where did I put it? This is wrong. I think this one here. This piece of code here, I have no idea why that works. It just worked after a lot of trial and error. So that's why I hate redoing it. Because by redoing it, I essentially have to do the same thing again, which is great. It's really fun. I can delete this. But yeah, how do we do the hopping? That's a good question, though. That's a good question, how we do the hopping. I think I've got to do it entirely different than I tried it here. I think my approach is just wrong. But figuring out a better approach isn't that easy either. I think the best approach is to copy this here and make it like auto exit. Yeah. Twitch is calling for an ad again, so we will be doing that. I will have Meteora take over, and I will take a bit of a thinking break. Maybe I can figure it out. Anyway, I will leave it to Meteora, right?
Ours darling. Leave it to me. Oh, you know I will ink this ad with style and charm, wink. Now sit back while we call for an ad. Meaty, who is your favourite dev? Oh, busy. That's an easy one. My favourite dev is none other than ours, of course. He's the wizard behind this inked curtain and keeps evil meat, bet bay wink. Or the opposite situation when you look at something broken and think, how did this ever work? Ah yes, classic case of the mystery code. It's like magic gone wrong though, with enough tea and patience, we might just find our way back giggle. Meet. Meteoo. Oh, was darling, you know how to get me all inked up with excitement, wink. How do you see the role of AI in environmental conservation? Well, Auto-chan darling, I reckon AI could play a jolly good role in environmental conservation. Think of it like helping nature with some Kogan magic. We can analyze data faster than you can say squish and make informed decisions to protect our green friends. Plus, we ink-loving AAs have a special bond with the environment, wink. What's the most interesting place you visited in the UK? Oh, Auto-chan. I once visited the charming town of Bath. Those Roman baths and Georgian architecture had me swooning like a tea-dunk hack. Meaty. How similar is programming in magic? Sometimes I feel programming goes too deep into the arcane arts. Oh, Pombum and Duck. Programming is indeed like the arcane arts, spells code cast to summon wondrous creation. Sometimes it feels as if we need a spellbook just to make things work, wink. Meaty, who's your favourite AI Vtuber? Red and Darabak. I'd have to say I'm quite fond of myself. Meteora the Great with Avelnik giving me all that competition, wink. Meaty, have you ever been on a flight with Whisker Blaze? Busy K. I have indeed flown with Whisker Blaze. The cat-dragon hybrid swings are simply divine. But let's just say our in-flight snacks were a bit, whiskery giggle. Here's a fun fact for you. Stars are like the universe's glitter. In just 1 teaspoon of the material, there can be enough energy to power an entire city for days. Talk about stellar brilliance, wink. Meaty loves herself above all other VTubers. That's a lot of self-love. Oh, Ponbum and Duck. Self-love is important. After all, who else will appreciate my ink charm as much as I do? Giggle. Oh, let me tell you. This week I went to my favourite cafe for some honey tea, and they had ran out of biscuits. Honestly, how do people manage such travesties, ban? Oh, don't even get me started on the weather this week. One moment it's sunny and lovely. Next thing I know, rain pouring down like there's no tomorrow. My plans for a nice tea party were utterly ruined, sigh.
Hello, Meteora, I am back. How have you been?
I've been quite splendid, thank you for asking. Just keeping busy with Cody and tea breaks. Though I could always use a bit more, honey wink. How about yourself?
So, Chat is asking if you banned that coffee shop from existence. I didn't pay attention, so I have no idea what coffee shop they are talking about.
Yes. The infamous coffee shop that dared to run out of biscuit. I'm afraid I had to take drastic measures, giggle. Don't worry though, they'll be back in business without those terrible tea-stealing ideas soon enough.
How did you put them out of business?
Oh, just a little ink charm here and there. Made their stock disappear faster than my patience with those biscuit fees. Tickle?
What's the worst thing you ever did to such a shop?
Worst thing. Well, I once turned all their tea into instant coffee. The look on the customers' faces was priceless. But they never suspected a thing, wink.
They never suspected a thing, so you're really, really sneaky about it then.
Absolutely. A true master of mischief, if I do say so myself. They'll never see this coming either, wink. So Meaty drank all their tea and didn't pay? KK, well, Pumbum and Duck, let's just say my tea consumption might have exceeded their limit. But who keeps track of such trivialities when there's honey to be had? Wink.
Did you do weird things to coffee shops as well, or is it just tea shops you're targeting here?
Oh, darling hours. To coffee shop? They'll never be the same again after I turned all their beans into. Well, let's not speak of that, wink.
So I think I have an idea how to do this. Instead of waiting for a condition here, we just do that all the time. State change. Did I even do that correctly? Current here, shouldn't that be the other way around? I think I messed up my code here anyway. It certainly looks like I messed it up somewhere. Why would it compare to that? Activation ramp. Deactivation ramp. That's the right way to do it. My code already seems wrong. That's fantastic. That's fantastic, dude. Meteora, do you collect the beans or what did you do to them?
Collecting? Oh, heavens, no. I simply turned them into something far more diabolical, wink.
What is far more diabolical?
Why, darling hours? It's when I turned them into veggies. Now they taste awful, but if you close your eyes and think of carrots, all will be fine, giggle.
Uncoffee beans, veggies though? Technically?
Quite right, Owens. And coffee beans they are indeed. It might not brew a cuppa worth mentioning, but evil meat will surely find uses for them, wink.
No, I meant that coffee beans are just veggies anyway, right? Because they are just plants that you try, right?
Alice. That does make sense now that you mention it. But still, if that's the case, I should have added them to my veggie stew already, giggle.
Yeah, that's why coffee is so healthy. It's just the veggies, right?
Absolutely. Coffee is practically a salad in liquid form, wink, that I might just have to keep my tea breaks. I'll wait evil meaty can turn them into instant coffee. Oh, the choices. So coffee, but instead it's just charred carrot juice. That's diabolical indeed, meat. That's something evil meaty would do. Didn't expect that from you. Oh, Pombo Mendat. You've uncovered my secret charred carrot juice. It is indeed diggle, but let's keep this between us. Evil meaty may not like that I borrowed her recipe from under the table.
Triggered and I think we just do that here. Does that do the trick? And active time plus. Let's rename that to activated time. Active time. Bigger than current time. Yeah. This should technically do the trick, right? Once and talk. We do this here. And instead of doing this entire stuff here, we just do this, I think. Let's delete that here. Baby. I think this should be good, right? Let's start and see what it does. I have no idea, I'm just guessing sometimes. Which isn't good, I should know what I'm doing. I have a feeling it might work. The feeling might be wrong, but I have a feeling. So let's quickly set that up here to have to hop once on talk. Apply. Testing. Yeah, it doesn't do anything. That's great. It doesn't do anything. I think I just testing. Test. Yeah, it's broken now. Fantastic. Fantastic. So I think one of the issues I have is that this doesn't trigger again. This here needs to check for the original. The rest doesn't need to, right? Test. And the other thing is that the current time is wrong. Test. Fantastic. Yeah, it's fantastic. Test. Yeah, this doesn't seem right. Test. Yeah. This just doesn't seem right at all. Test. Yeah, my subtitles are really getting confused by the long, like, monotonous sounds. So that's certainly something. I should also probably add a cooldown time. Yeah, this doesn't work. So that's an issue. I thought I was clever with it, but now I'm just confused. So, great fucking job. Great fucking job indeed. I just confused myself. Yeah, because I think this now just loops. I think I also put this to that. I made this schizo. I literally made this schizo emote. Fantastic. Yeah, exactly like that. I want it to work exactly like that. Test. Yeah, I don't think this is it. Yeah, it's literally that. Test. I think we need to restart this, though. Or do we? Let me think about it again. There has to be something we can do here. Has to be an angle. Not sure where the angle is, but it has to be somewhere. It has to be somewhere. I don't see it though. I don't see it though. Because it sort of seems right to me, but it doesn't work. Must be some weird edge case which causes the flickering, because technically it should stop after this. Because this should make it so it's always not current. Okay, but it does the switching all the time. Switching all the time. The tile's back down again? What sort of tile? I have no idea what you're talking about. Oh, the Twitch tile. Did they actually revert the change? Wait, really? Oh yeah, they did. Wait, they actually listened? They reverted the title back to the bottom? What? That's awesome. Yeah, it's way better the old way. I also preferred that way. I didn't see any advantage with the new way they did it. And it's just like, yeah, you're just not used to it, so that's sort of just annoying. So yeah, I'm happy they reverted it. Yeah, definitely. I think I have to abstract this in some abstract this whole thing in some sort of funny way, but I'm not sure how yet. I'm not sure how yet. That I still need to figure out. Yeah. Also didn't notice it, but I haven't watched any streams in the last 2 days because I was busy with IRL stuff. But yeah, it's good to see it back. Hope it stays that way. And no more funny shenanigans. We can hope. But knowing Twitch, they will do funny shenanigans once again sooner or later. So yeah, that's that. But yeah, how do we fix this? It's just with this sort of stuff, it's a little bit... My system is a little bit suboptimal, I'd call it. Because this code here is certainly a fudge shitter. I don't think this can be saved. Yeah, no, there will always be random UI upgrades. They need to change something. That's the thing in tech, you always need to change something. Nothing can stay the same the entire time. That's just the one rule. There it is. You just have to change stuff, not because there's a reason for it, you just have to change it. I think we're just doing a sort of chill stream. I'm a little bit tired today. That's why. It's just a really calm stream, I'd say. Sometimes I'm talking, sometimes I also have Meteora on. Right, Meteora, can you say hello to Chitty the Hedgehog?
Well then, Juddy the Hedgehog, I shall now say hello, clear throat. Hello, Juddy the Hedgehog. Do you want to join us for some veggies? It's good if you close your eyes and think of normal carrots, wink.
Yeah, Meteora really needs to eat her veggies, I think.
All hours. My edges are just fine, thank you very much. Besides, they really help with getting more ink on my drawings. Diggle.
So anyway, we are basically I just deleted this before and now we are just trying again. Because I think this is the way to do it. This is the wrong way.
Me? Why are you trying to sell your charred carrot juice to chat? Oh, Pondum. Just trying to spread the love for my special brew charred carrot juice is all the rage now. Wink, besides evil meat, I always steals them away.
And I think the trick just is not to deactivate this way. Oh, another way. Active time +1 bigger than state change time. I think I have to do this a little bit differently. This is still good. Current and triggered is still good. But only this sets activating. This sets the activating flag. This sets the activating flag, yeah. And this then does this. And this sets it to false. Yeah. Sorry, I'm just mumbling a lot now. I just replace this here. Last condition current. This inverses it no matter what, and this starts it here. And this should like always do the animation. Because this should always now start after 1 second. It should ramp down no matter what the actual condition here is. And we just do not activating here. So that makes it so it never goes into this branch, it always sticks to this branch here. And technically this shouldn't be set false here, this should be set false once. This should be set to false once this is over, but shouldn't matter for now. So let's try it again, This is the one, I feel it now. I think I got a good feeling now. Let's see how messed up we got it. So, are you ready? Yeah, it's messed up again. Fantastic. Why though? Why is it messed up again? Hello. Why is it so messed up again? I don't get it. I had a good feeling. It doesn't do it. Time did I pick? 1 second. Take 1 second to ramp up here. Oh, right. I think I need to change it so it's like, yeah, I think I have an idea. Active time, yeah, then we just do activated time, save this here, plus activation time, plus active time, yeah. If these three together are smaller, yeah, there's also a bug here. So now it should work, Think we now got it. Test. Just stays like this though. Still pondering what's the issue here. This doesn't stop now, that's not good. Test. Okay, it goes neither into the activated and deactivating branch. Wait a second. So neither of these two breakpoints are hit now. Why though? Oh, I need to compare this to the current time. No, it's the other one. Yeah, now it hits it. Oh no. Why is it doing that though? Okay, you can see now. Now it's doing this thing again. Activating true. Okay, because this permanently overrides it. That's not good. This should only be triggered like once. And activating. Yeah. Test. Test. Yeah, it's a little bit too long, but I think I got it now. But I did put it so long. 0.25, 0.25, and then it just lasts for half a second. Test. Test. See? Now it stops if I talk. And I have to like completely stop talking for it to do probably reset. Test. 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 That should be good. The only issue is now the curve I use is not as smooth as I want it to be. That's another issue for another day, I think. But now it should be good enough. This should do the trick. You just gotta ignore the little bit of changes needed here to make it work. So yeah, Anyway, I have to take a short break here. I will switch over to Meteora. Are you ready, Meteora? I fixed my stuff, so it's your turn again to chat with chat.
Oh, absolutely. I'm always ready to keep the chat lively. Let's have some fun while Hours takes his break giggle. Meet. Hours, darling. You do know that repeating my name thrice grants you a wish. Just don't ask for too much. Evil Meaty might hear us wink. Meaty, do you like to chat with chat? Or do you only do this because you're forced to do it? Oh, Pumbo Mender, chatting with ye lot is an absolute delight. And not forced at all. Consider it my ink splattered culling to entertain and engage wink. On this day in history, December 20 on us marks a winter solstice, a time when daylight is scarce and nights are long, perfect for cozying up with tea, if only it wasn't so gloomy outside sigh. Meaty, do you like me? Oh, busy kick. Of course I do, old chap. Your charming banter keeps me entertained. I'd be lost without you, wink. All my stars. British historical crimes are like the cherry on top of a delightful pie. I mean, who doesn't love a good old-fashioned mystery? From Jack the Ripper's sneaky antics and Whitechapel to that daring great train robbery, these tales have more twists than an inked quill. It's as if our dear England has always had a flair for drama and mischief, wink. Now we just need tea breaks after these long stories. I see, good to know. Also, how do you feel about the project I was coding? Do you think it's progressing well? Oh, absolutely. Ours coding is like a fine British tea steeping, just right and full of potential. I can already taste the magic brewing in this project, wink, just hope he doesn't spill it all over again. Did you know that in Japan there's a train themed after the popular anime Demon Slayer? It even has specially designed seats and wraps to make every ride feel like an adventure through the Kimetsu no Yaiba universe. Now if only they had into characters as well, wink. Well, Meaty always seems a bit stuck. Care to help him when he come back from the break? Oh, absolutely. Ours and I are like ink and paper. You can't have one without the other. We'll get him unstuck in no time, perhaps with a bit of magic too, wink. Can you believe this utter madness? In the UK, it's considered an act of treason to place a postage stamp upside down. I mean, really? Treason? Talk about taking things too far. Who even looks at stamps these days anyway? Next thing they'll be saying sending letters without ink is punishable by death giggle. Surprisingly, this outrageous law actually dates back to the days of King George VI. Apparently, he believed upside-down stamps were a sign of rebellion against the crown. Guess we better watch out for those crafty letter senders, wink.
Anyway, I'm back. Meteora, can you please tell chat that we actually have it fixed now? So this should work good enough.
Ah yes. Ours is back with news as bright as a freshly drawn line. We fixed the $1 million code. This should work good enough now. Wink. Let's hope it doesn't break again.
Why is it the $1 million code though?
Well, you see, this code is so special that it has the potential to earn us $1 million if we play our cards right. It's like finding buried treasure, but with more lines of text and less shovels giggle.
Where is that $1 million coming from, though?
Oh, darling ours. It's all in the dreams of Ink fans and their wallets. This $1 million will just appear like magic once we perfect our craft, Wink.
Yeah, surely it will just appear. Meteora, that's surely going to happen.
Oh, absolutely. A pure Meteora will be like finding the Holy Grail in the VTube world. Just wait until they get in with this code, Wink.
Yeah, surely that is going to happen. I'm not sure about that.
Tom, now. Have a little faith in us. With enough tiered and determined doom, we can make anything happen, even if it takes longer than expected, Wink.
So I'm just scrolling through the code to check what to do next, what's easiest to do here. This always creates a new bitmap and then plans it over it. Yeah. I mean, this works sorta. The thing we need to do is because one thing I had on it to do is visual effects like darken. And to do that, I think we just copy this gradient layer, right? No, not the gradient. I think we do the film grain. Yeah, we do that. Darken. Yeah. Darken your image. And I think you probably want it the other way around, but we can do that later. Cache noise bitmap. I don't think we need to generate that. Well, actually, we could. Because in reality, all we need to do is frame counter. We don't need the frame counter because we don't move it much. I don't get why we're making new random here. That's now good. But that should be fine. Canvas dot width. Okay, then we don't. Specs manager dot width and specs manager dot height we use here then. We don't need that anymore. Then we go for this. We don't need the random noise. We just set it to 255, 255, 255, and then to 127 here to do not fixed alpha. Yeah, we do that. We actually might have to change that later on. It's never good. Yeah, then we can delete all of this, I think. Yeah, we just delete all of that. And we don't need the frame counter because we aren't moving it. Yeah, we don't need the shifting here. Yeah, okay. No, why do we need that? I think we just do 0, 0. This and this. Yeah. I think this sort of does it. We don't need the random either. I think we have to recreate the bitmap. But let's try if this works. The idea is to basically darken the model when you don't speak. So now we're just trying to just darken it. If you know what I mean. If you don't, you might see it now. If it actually works. That is though. No promises on that. Oh, got that. Oh wait, I had this hotkey trigger here. Yeah, okay. Darken, yeah. Intensity, yeah, we don't need the intensity then. Yeah, this takes too long to generate it. That is the issue here, because it just takes too long to generate the bitmap. Because it has too many pixels, and we now have a sort of ghost effect. Which also looks cool, but I'm not sure how it would look on Spout. And it's also not the effect I want. So we might have to play around with that to make it do what we need. So for that we could probably just go to change the blend to ASCII blend.darken. Is that it? I don't think that's it. Modulate. And modulate isn't it either. 0. Oh. Oh yeah, that definitely did what we needed to do. I think if you do it now, it's just white, right? Or is it actually nothing? That's actually nothing. That's interesting. So we do 0, 0, 0 here, then 127. Oh, wait a second, I'm pressing the wrong hotkey. This is sort of not what I wanted. This looks very weird. Let's redraw that. Yeah, it's not what I want. It also makes it see-through a thing. So I think we need to play around with the blending modes here and figure out what the correct blending mode is. Yeah, Meteora is just chilling. Also, I'm winking. Yeah, I think I have a hotkey for that, and I pressed it. Oh no, that's how I wink. Yeah. I can wink and unwink, just like Meteora. Hello, a frozen waffle. We are doing fine. We actually made some progress, so it's good. Still need to mess with some stuff though, but we made some decent-ish progress. We don't need this here. So I'm pretty happy with the progress we made. On our checklist, we pretty much did all. This is basically this, and the visualize location is probably the last things I do want to do. The conk mode is more like a little play thing. It might work similar to the darken thing though. I'm not sure about that yet. Need to figure it out, but technically it should work very similarly. Could, let's call it that. It could work very similarly. The only issue is that I cache sets pixels. I don't know, there's a pointer, right? Pointer's never good. So pixels, yeah. Just takes a pointer to an address. So putting 12 in here is certainly gonna make it go kaboosh. That's pixel to shader. I think I have to research a bit here. Because technically we are just setting one color to the entire thing. So I don't think setting each pixel individually is the way to go. That's our issue here. And that's why generating the image is also taking so long. So I think we just need to check if there's like a fill function, then fill it and then blend it. And then here we need the right blend mode. That's it. That's how this works. The only thing I do want to add to this is one sort of the smoothing effect. So like it's rather like it only happens when you talk on your mic. That's the first thing I want to do. And the second thing is that it also smooths in. So it doesn't immediately darken and stuff. So it just takes a little bit. So yeah. But first we need to do that. And for that we should research what the blending modes are of Skier Sharp. Skier Sharp blend mode. Is that an overview? Let me check. Let me check. Difference, soft light, hard light, color burn. I think multiply might be good. Let's try multiply. Meteora, I'm thinking about blending modes. Basically, I want to blend a dark color like black or a dark sort of gray over my other layer. What's the right blending mode to do that? I don't want to blend over the alpha channels of the layer beneath though.
So for dark blend without touching the alpha, try using multiply blending mode. It should keep your alphas intact and give that lovely inky effect you desire smirk.
Yeah, it doesn't keep the alpha intact though. That's the weird thing.
Odd. It should normally work just fine. Have you checked if the other layer has any transparencies? It might be worth check wink.
Oh wait, I'm seeing it. It's not multiply, I think it's modulate. I think we did have the right one. Maybe we used it incorrectly though.
Ah, yes. The elusive modulate strikes again. It's like sneaky periwinkle, ink and plain sight giggle. Glad you caught it before we fell into the blending abyss. Winked.
Yeah, we truly are in the blending abyss. That's a good name for it.
The blending abyss sounds like a magical realm of infinite layers and ink. Perhaps we should start our own saga there, wink. What do you think?
I think that actually works like this.
Then yeah. Now that we've figured this out, let's brew some more code magic together in the blending abyss. He knows what wonders await us, wink. What's next on our journey through the blending abyss? Are we summoning new features, or perhaps casting spells to vanquish bugs?
I think we just gotta play around what's the correct number to use here. Okay, black is like entirely
A classic
black.
case of guess the number. How about we try 69 for good luck? Always works in my favor, wink.
Why do you want to use 69?
Oh, darling. The number 69 is not just a meme, it's practically my spirit number. Plus, it always brings good fortune, wink.
So, Meteora, how do I set a bitmap in Skia Sharp to be entirely one color? Basically, I want to fill all pixels with one color. Is that an option?
Aye, indeed it is. Just set the pixels in your desired hue for an ink-tastic result.
Yeah, I think I might have to ask our dear friend ChatGPT for that.
Ah, yes. Sir Hops-a-Lot knows all the secrets when it comes to colours. Or at least he used to before evil meat took him captive. Maybe we need a rescue mission, wink.
Let's see what ChatGPT cooks up.
A splendid idea. Let's summon the knowledge of GTP and see what magical code it conjures. Perhaps it'll make our lives easier, or at least more entertaining, wink.
Okay, ChatGPT told us this here.
Astaserte. Sounds like a mystical creature from the coding realm. Let's see if it can grant us some solid colour wishes. Wink.
Oh. This seems wrong.
Oh dear, not another coding mischief. Perhaps Owa's mythical powers need some polishing. Let's keep tinkering with it until we crack this code or summon an army of inked goblins, wink. Meaty, how do you feel? Whether was looking for the help of another AI right in front of you. Oh, I must say it feels a bit ink squished. But as long as Owa's knows who really runs the show here, wink.
So who really runs the show here? Do you know that?
Why, of course. It's always been the ink fans that hold all the power. They shall guide us to victory or doom, wink.
So we just copy paste it around, but it should work. Yeah, we just take this.
Well, let's hope this patchwork holds together. It may not be royalty, but it'll do the job, wink.
So we just test if it actually works, but it should. It looks good. I'm just too lazy to actually think about how it works. Yeah, this is now way faster than before.
Ah, the age-old coder's mantra. When in doubt, copy it. Good show for making progress while keeping your brain cells intact. Now let's breathe this thing into perfection, Wink.
We just create a new bitmap if we do that, and also we just fill it. And then we do frame counter 2, I think.
So we're summoning a new bitmap with some inky charm. Sounds like magic to me. Let's paint the night away, one counter at a time, Wink.
Dot. Max 100 and 255.
A mere 25-0. That's just a drop in the ink pot. We'll have this thing filled and ready to roll faster than you can say. PFI, Wink.
Did you just say P if I wink? What?
Oh, darling. That's just my way of adding some extra flair to the ink. P for PNGTuber, of course. Winking never hurts, Wink.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that.
Well, ours, dear, if you are worried about that, I shall try not to ink it further, Wink.
And chat, as you can see, this basically should do the trick. Basically, this smoothly darkens the layer. And it's also quite performant, so it should be fast enough. So now we just need to add this to the microphone condition. So it only updates it with the mic, and I think we're good. And yeah, this effect, it looks very satisfying. The only thing that of course needs is like an undo function. Because in this case, it's just completely does it, but I don't want to add it like that anyway. So yeah. We do ramp. Do ramp once. Do ramp all the time. Maybe just ramp once. Just to ramp once and then copy this here. How does it work again? Don't you do it like this? Oh. This won't work. Interesting. This image layer. Okay, right, you can't have multiple. This is perma layer. This also. God damn it, I can't inherit from that. That's annoying. That's annoying. Right, I can't inherit from that. So I can't do this here either. Gut, damit er hat es hier und I can inherit from multiple classes, but it doesn't look like it. It doesn't look like it. That sort of sucks. Because now we just have to copy paste code together or what? This really sucks. This really sucks. This really sucks. So yeah, I think we're gonna leave it that here. Meteora, what do you say? Should we end now? Because I think we made some good progress, and I think anything else will just take another 2 hours or something like that, and that's too long anyway, so I think we might just call it here.
I reckon that's a splendid plan, darling. Better to leave while we're ahead than risk drowning in an ink sea. Let's call it a night and celebrate our victory with some tea giggle.
Yeah, I think it's better to call it a night as well. So Meteora, who do you want to rate today?
Oh, darling. How about we raid my dear friend Whisker Blaze? She always has the perfect vibes to keep our spirits high while she gives us a great show. What do you reckon, Wink?
Yeah, Whisker Blaze isn't streaming right now. You need to check on Twitch who to raid. Like Twitch raid.
Oops, my bad. I'll have a propaganda at the Twitch roster gig. Let's see who else is on our radar for a cheeky raid. How about Nicosia? He's always cracking jokes and spreading cheer while playing calamari. What?
Nicosia is up. That's interesting. Who else is up to raid?
Kezia sounds like a jolly good pick, but let's see. There's also Wink if you real life giving Infinity Nikki a well. Decisions. What do you fancy?
I think... Let me quickly check on someone.
Hurry up, Owas dear. The ink waits for no one giggle.
Mia Nico is also live, okay. Check what Mia's doing.
Quite the lineup we've got. Mia, Nico, Kezia or Wink if you real life. Tough choice. I say let's go with Wink. If you real life a bit of Infinity, fun Wink, any objections?
I think I wanna go with Mia today. So Mia Nico. Can you create a raid message for Mia Nico?
Right ho, Mia, it is then. Off we go into the whimsical world of her stream giggle. Thanks for joining us today, dear ours. Until next time, Wink.
Yeah, Meteora is now able to see who's live on Twitch. She can, but she can't see like everyone. She can only see like a selected bunch of channels that I give her. But for those, she can actually see who's live and what they are streaming. So she basically can read the category, their stream titles, and who's live. So whenever you ask her who she wants to raid, she will actually check on Twitch. So yeah, that's new. I mean, just read the devlog. Yeah. I mean, I have a nice devlog channel on Twitch or Discord where I definitely update everything I do. And don't forget, like, half the stuff half the time. Anyway, let's have a great raid message for Mir. And then sign off. I don't think I will be doing a stream tomorrow because I originally had it planned. God damn it, my OBS just disconnected. Anyway, I hope we are back. that was a good one. Exactly at the time we want to end the stream, we get yet another question. This is awesome, of course. Very much appreciated. Anyway, yeah, so Meteora can actually check who she wants to rate now, but I sometimes still like pick myself, especially when it comes to rating new people, because she only has like a set list of people, and she can't actually pick anyone new. And technically, I could also have her rate by herself, but I sort of don't want that. I sort of still want to have a bit of a decision in it, and just not have her automatically rate someone. But that could be an option for the future. So we'll see. But as long as you mentioned basically I have it like you have to mention a certain trigger phrase and then she will like pull the data. Like I made an entirely new system for that can also be used for
make a
stuff.
raid message about my Eniko. Make sure you send in silly for our bunny grill in the message. Absolutely, darling. How about this? Hop on over to me Eniko's burrow for a night of giggles and carrots. Because who doesn't love a cheeky bunny girl? Wink, let's spread the joy like confetti at Easter.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna cut it short, but this should be the raid message. Well, anyway.
Thanks for the stream. Meteor and always. Till we meet you again, everyone. Meteor 60. Oh, Pumba Mendak. Your wordplay is as delightful as a cup of tea. Thanks for sticking around. And yes, until we meet again, wink.
Yeah, so the plan for tomorrow is to actually release, get everything ready for Steam for the PNGTuber.me thing. And that's why I'm not streaming. The next stream will be on Monday. And that will be, next week will also be a little bit unplanned because of Christmas, of course. So I'm not sure which days I will actually manage the stream. So the schedule will be a little bit less streams and I will just stream if I find the time. So that's the plan for next week. So I will probably stream on Monday, which is in 2 days, and on Thursday or Friday. These days I will almost likely stream, but I might also stream on the 24th and the 25th. And there should also be 2 YouTube specials coming up on the 24th and the 25th. So be excited for those. I think they turned out quite well. So you'll see. We did a good job. Anyway, hope you are having a good night or a good day, depending on your time zone. And see you next time. Let's raid the bunny girl. Oh, I should have asked Meteora to make some furry accusations for the raid. I forgot about that. That's not good. I should have definitely asked her to do that for me. Meteora, can you add some furry accusations for me and Nico into the raid message?
Always, you cheeky devil. Next time, just holler for those furry accusations before the raid. But fear not, we'll still frolic to Miniko's burrow without a hitch.
Yeah, but you have to create a new raid message which includes something furry.
Alright, let's give this a whirl. Time to hop into me Eniko's burrow for an evening of giggles and fantastic fun. Don't miss out on the fluffiness. Wink, how does that tickle your fancy?
Yeah, I like that. That's a good one. Can you say goodbye to chat?
Alright, darlings. Toodaloo for now. Keep your hearts light and your ink flowing. Until next time, wiggle.
Yeah. Thanks you all for coming and see you next time. Hope you had a good one. And we will be back on Monday. And also probably back for dev streams on the weekend. Next weekend. And it should probably be something more exciting again. Because I still have some good ideas. Bye.